and all that, and I was kind of telling her a little bit, and then I just kind of asked, I was like, we don't have to get into any conversation right now, but just curious, do you know about what happened to me before you were born? Because I never told her. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, how? And she said, you told her. And I said, just curious. And again, we can definitely talk more about this later because she was having a hard time with the boys. And I was acknowledging that and letting her know. But like she said, she was an adult when you told her. So I don't know what you told her, and I haven't been able to
I
really
don't
ask her.
recall when, so I don't know how much I told her. I'm sure I didn't tell her, you know, all the. I don't know, to be honest with you, so I'm not even going to imagine what I told her because I don't recall when I did that. Um, so,
Mm. Are you
anyways,
doing it again? Like you're starting to talk, and then you're like telling your like you changed mid sentence. Like
no, I changed mid sentence because I can't imagine what I did tell her. So instead of making up, well, I told her, this, and that,
So
I'm not going
frustrating
to
for me.
even say
But
what I
well,
let's
did.
get
but
through
you
it.
weren't you weren't doing that. I think you're getting defensive again.
I'm not
No,
trying
totally
to.
subconsciously because you're doing it mid sentence. You're like it's the way that you're talking out loud. Like you're fighting yourself kind of because you did start to say something. I mean, it's very like generic right now, but like you were starting to kind of open up and share, and then you were like, "Yeah, never mind. I don't know enough." So like you're shutting it down.
Okay.
Like you were opening it, and then you automatically were like, "Oh shit, what am I doing? Nope,
Well,
shut that down. Shut that down.
the
Shut
only
that down."
thing I can think of is I refrained from going into saying, well, I told her this about the court or that about, I mean, that's why I stopped talking and I don't think it's deflecting. I'm a firm believer if you don't know enough about saying something, don't say it and act like you
Okay,
do.
so just right now, brand new conversation to me. Like, what all do you know about what happened?
What you told me that I remember.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you understand
Just
that
by memory right now. Yeah.
my memory
Yeah.
protects itself
Uh-huh.
and easily forgets a lot.
Right. Just give me what you do remember because it's
You told me, and when you were very, 18 months old, I assume, you told me that Dennis peed on you, on your pee pee, is what you said.
okay.
And I said, what? And you said Dennis peed on my pee pee. I said, well, what do you mean by that? And I mean, I was trying not to be alarmed, but I was majorly alarmed.
Yeah.
And
Jesus Christ.
the
I would die.
the therapist said, how in the world did that come, that she even said that to you or blurted it out to you? And I told her, I says, Dad was in the bathtub with a tethered bath because he had a really high fever. And you came in, I came in to check on you, and you came in, and that's when you saw his, and then you had said that. And we had, after Dad got out of the bathtub,
How old was I when I told you it's
18 months.
and so okay, so I'm trying to figure it out like with Josh. So that would have been when he was just barely like walking.
No, you were walking. You were walking at like, say, 12 months,
Okay.
and you were talking.
So how many times had I been there?
Went back to work full time.
So like you're right, but like how long had I been going there?
I don't recall when I went back to work. Normally they give you, I think, 12 weeks off, so that's 3 months. So you were
90 days
3 months
old.
old, 4 months old, something like that. I'm assuming, I don't know, to be honest with you, when in fact I went back to work. But I did go back and they were watching you um, until then. So, yeah, like I said, I don't recall when I went back to work, and if I went
So
back
like for like over a year.
possibly, yeah.
Holy shit! Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't remember when I went back to
Ooh.
work because I know that I had such a rough delivery with you that it was very, the episiotomy that they gave me didn't heal properly, so I was not very comfortable down there. So, anyways, like I said, I know you were still, young, but I don't remember when exactly you went there. Like how old you were, 4 months old.
Until I was like 18 months old. So then I told you, and then what happened? You did what?
We talked to the, I believe we talked to um, either the police first or the social worker first. I'm not sure um, which one we did first.
How would you reach a social worker without reaching the police?
Well, then maybe we reached the police first. And
Uh-huh.
then the social worker came and talked to you and then talked to us and felt that it was enough to uh, warrant going and talking to them, Sue and Dennis. And um, I believe, if I remember correctly, they arrested him. But we went to court and the judge felt you were too young. So by the time we went to court, you were just under 2 years old, or you were 2 years old, something about the 2 year mark. And so yeah, so there must have been months where they had to do investigations or talk to the other children or what, I'm presuming. I don't know. I don't remember. And we went to court and um, the judge felt that you were too young and that the information that you told us, me and Dad, was considered or deemed hearsay, and
Motherfucker.
that they didn't have enough to hold them, Dennis and Sue, mainly Dennis, accountable. And so the case was dropped. And I don't remember if at that point they removed their child care license or 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 what, but I know it got removed. I just don't remember the time frame of when things happened. And then I went to the minute we had found out what you had said and all, I switched to working hours to where Dad would work from 7 in the morning until 4, and then or 3:30, and then I would work 4 until 11, so that you were never away from either one of us. And we did take you to the doctor. They did examine you and felt that there was no penetration whatsoever, that what could have possibly incurred was, and I believe you even said, ejaculation on you or maybe in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you had mentioned um, something about a pillow and you mentioned
Mm-hmm.
some music.
I remember.
Yeah. So that's all I really remember.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Dad wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I
But
wondered about that.
oh my God, are you kidding me?
I've never heard anything. You've never told me
I
anything.
couldn't tell you. I couldn't talk about it. And
When I was 21, though, I came to you and I
well,
wanted to talk about it.
maybe it was too. It's
Well,
very
no,
difficult.
it's a good thing because when I was 21, I was still in college in Michigan, and so
Oh, I know why.
he was there.
I know why.
And had you told me, and he was still right there in Jackson, he still lived there.
Yeah, I think that was the other reason we didn't want to tell you, because we feared that you would
Yeah,
kill him.
I wouldn't have killed him, but I would have done something stupid. So I'm glad that
I believe that's why we chose not to talk about it or tell you more information, because we feared that you would do something and you would be arrested and put in jail.
Yeah, no, that worked out because that probably would have happened. But tell me more about Dad wanting to kill him. This is the first time.
Oh my God, your daughter is being violated or was violated. Of course he wanted to kill him, and he wanted, him prosecuted, and we were devastated that the judge had the nerve to
Do you
say
remember
that
the
was,
judge's name?
no, that the judge had the nerve to say that was hearsay, and we said, how could she make something like that up?
And I wasn't just telling you. I told the social worker,
Well, of course,
obviously.
you told the social worker,
So
you told the police officer.
it's no longer that there's got to be a way to track down that judge.
Don't know.
That judge robbed me of my voice, and I actually had it, and I had been there for, I can't do math right now, but like over a year. And I have a feeling he was taking pictures because I remember that room with the music and the songs. I remember the pillow, the color, and the smell of the mildew and all that crap. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and his sons, and I reached out to his sons.
Yeah.
And like, so I'm pretty damn sure he was taking pictures and making us just have poses and shit. But that judge robbed me. Oh my God, if I can find that judge, do you know what kind of like, he owes me so much. He robbed me, and like my civil rights were violated that day. There's some 2-year law. Well, then where the fuck did that come from? And like, there's no way to get an appeal if it's thrown out.
All I know is that they said
I
that
just, because all this time I thought it was a prosecutor, but it was directly the judge.
the judge is the one who said it was
What
hearsay
a
and that there
bitch.
wasn't enough.
Was it a male or female judge?
I want to say it was a male judge.
Of course it was. He was probably a fucking pedo. Dennis probably gave him all of his like pictures to be like, here, if you can't find anything, wink wink, here's all my shit. Oh, no charges because she can't talk, but oh, she can talk. No, she can't talk. Oh my God, that's so fucked up.
Can
we can stop talking about it now.
okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was crazy, and I can't wait to check out that show.
Check it out and tell me what you think, because I'm going to do it too.
Yeah, The Chosen, huh?
Chosen. It's either Chosen or The Chosen.
Right. On Amazon Prime. Got it. Thanks. Crazy. We've never talked about that.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm just
So, Moments, what's up?
Well, you heard it all.
How'd it feel?
A lot of feelings still. A lot of
Still
feelings. Yeah.
good or bad,
Um,
or a combination of both?
a combination, but mostly good because that 2-year-old finally gets to call that judge exactly what the fuck he was, a bitch. I can't call him anything else for sure, but he definitely, for what he did to me, he's a bitch.
Well, you
And
can
I
call him
hope,
whatever you want because he's dead.
yeah, they're all dead, thank God. And I hope that they're all rotting. I really do.
Yeah, I told you I tracked down 4 of them, and I gave you the 3 males' name, and they were all dead.
Yeah, and 2 Bobs. That was kind of funny. I got a laugh
Yeah.
out of that. So that was a good chuckle.
So yeah, I tried as much as I could, but like I told you, the law in Michigan now
Yeah.
is if in order to convict them for sexual assault, the child has to be in court to testify. And I don't know when that law passed, but it's probably because of situations like yours where the judge was like, well, if I say she's too young, then who's going to stop me? Who's going to argue it? You know what I mean?
Hmm. So do you think maybe it's protecting more kids so that they could show up and there won't be judges that say they can't? Or do you think maybe I mean, is it actually a two year age law or just,
No, there is not a 2 years age law. It strictly
oh,
says
they
in
just have
order
to
for
be there?
they have to
Okay.
be present. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I think that's definitely, yeah, that's definitely a move in the good direction.
And I mean, when I read that, I was like, I mean, it doesn't help you now,
No,
but it
but
helps. It helps
it'll help
protect
other,
future
it'll help
kids.
others. Yeah, it'll help others, and that's most important.
Yeah. So I was looking. I mean, anything else about Dennis? You already know what I gave you about Dennis. I couldn't find any more.
Yeah, you found it the same thing as I found. So,
Yeah.
I can tell you this: I did send him a letter. I don't know if he ever got it. I don't really care. It was mostly for me, but I basically just let him know, hey, you didn't break me, and don't ever fucking forget me. Don't you dare, because I haven't forgotten what you did. And that was basically it, short and sweet. Just a little, hey, 40 years later, guess what?
You're still here.
I'm still here, man. Yeah, and like I mean, like I told you, I have gone through a lot of drug abuse, or in my um, adolescence, a lot of drug use, a lot of cutting. I'm in a much better place now. I've got almost 15 years of sobriety,
That's good.
and
That's real good.
yeah, I think so too. I'm no longer a cutter. But I'm still kind of in some situations where I don't feel like I have a voice or I haven't figured out quite yet how to use it. But finding you and finding this channel and this space and the people here has definitely helped me find a lot more in my actual daily life. And like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it
More
means
like it.
something.
It makes you whole again. I guess is.
Yeah, yeah, it
I'm glad.
helps.
I'm glad this channel can do that for you. If we can only help more people, as far as maybe Moments mom might want to come on one day.
We'll see. I'll ask.
She sounded like she was 50-50 on it.
Maybe. We'll see.
Um, so is there anything you'd like to tell the group that may or may not persuade them?
To share?
Yes, ma'am.
I would say I wasn't expecting to do it myself. Even the very first time when you were able to just read it and to spot Dennis for us. Um, Even the first time, I wasn't expecting to do that. But when I did, I felt I felt weights that I didn't even know I was carrying lifted. And it was very impulsive, and that's what felt right. So if you do feel that way, like our Messiah has said, there are many ways to reach him. You don't have to it's on your terms. It's always going to be on your terms here. I firmly believe that and feel that. So that would be what I'd say.
it can only help you to talk about it. It definitely can and probably will bring up a lot of feelings that I hope you have a healthcare provider, aka therapist, or just reach out to someone, maybe a good friend, to stay safe. Because a lot of shit will come up, with the fun of PTSD. However, though, the overall, to get it out, to give that child inside of you that went through what you went through a voice in any kind of form will help that child, I promise you. And I do have a degree in psychology, so I'll brag about that right now.
Smarter than me.
I wouldn't say smarter. I would just say we all have things to offer, and everybody's story here matters. Don't feel like you comparing to others is a thing. Everybody's story here matters. CSA in any way is terrible, and the best thing we can do is give that child inside of us that was hurt a way to speak out now. And if you want to track somebody down, cool. If you don't, cool. It's okay. But what's going to help you to share, especially if it's spontaneous, I say do it. That's my advice. Do it.
Isn't that what I said yesterday? It has to be an impulsive thing, because if you keep trying to back out, it's never going
But
to happen.
definitely make sure that you have somebody that's like easily accessible, like a therapist. Like I'm in therapy. I've been in therapy. It's been good. It's been exactly what I need to be in with these feelings. So maybe make sure that you've got a good trusted friend. But do it. Just do it.
Like Nike says.
Absolutely. Nike it, baby.
Well, Nike also has child labor laws, but that's besides the point.
We can reclaim it, make it our own, Us rainbow people like to do that, and I'm one of them, so we can reclaim it and make our own. Swoosh.
I just claimed commonality. It's mine. I don't care if it's a real word or not. It is mine now. Webster's can kiss my ass. Does anybody else want to share anything before I go on to the next video? Because this next video involves, like I said, that prosecutor from PCI or Delaware County in Indiana. Going once, twice. All right, on to the video. Thank you, Moments. Thank you very much. Everybody, please leave a heart for her bravery.
Predator catchers accused that man of trying to meet a 14-year-old boy. But as Fox 59's Max Lewis shows us now, the prosecutor says these confrontations...
Oh, that's what I meant to do. Yeah. Oh, wait, is it all the internet? Oh, no. Is it the end? The end is near. Oh, God. Where'd everyone go? That's a lot of hearts. Thank you, Yogi. That's kind of weird.
The Delaware County prosecutor is publicly criticizing a group of online investigators after a recent confrontation with a teacher's aide went viral.
Yeah, the Muncie predator catchers accused that man of trying to meet a 14-year-old boy. But as Fox 59's Max Lewis shows...
Oh, apparently doesn't like that portion of the video. What's going on? Give me a second. I'm going to change my location.